Have you heard the conspiracy theory that Princess Diana was murdered and the Queen is the person who set it up? All because Diana, after the divorce from Prince Charles, exposed some of the royal family's secrets, making the monarchy look bad. But what was their relationship really like? Did Elizabeth II admire Diana? Did she actually like her? Stay with me to find out about the signs that the Queen wanted the best for Lady Diana. We all know that the relationship between Princess Diana and the Queen wasn't easy. To the princess, her mother-in-law was like a substitute mother and a meddling old woman at the same time. The British author Ingrid Seward revealed that the Queen and Diana actually helped each other, maybe even without realizing it. The princess, with her charity work and love for the people, warmed the cold and distant image of the royal family. Meanwhile, the Queen gave Diana a chance for a home life that she had been missing because Diana's mother left home when she was 6 years old. But the princess' mental health problems and the Queen's love of protocol and tradition was what clashed. Did you know that other members of the royal family weren't too fond of Diana? For instance, Princess Anne, who said that she didn't have time for the Princess of Wales, and Prince Edward, who blamed Diana for the difficulties that apparently surrounded his family and for undermining the public image. But it seems that Elizabeth still had some affection for her daughter-in-law and actually felt sorry for her. When it comes to Prince Charles' engagement, Elizabeth subtly made it clear that she approved of Diana. The Queen believed that her future daughter-in-law knew what was expected of her because she had been born into a privileged family. But in reality, Diana had no idea what was waiting for her, and from the start, the royal life had been a huge problem for her. She felt lonely and bored, developed bulimia, and wanted Charles to spend more time with her. In the beginning, the Queen chose to overlook Diana's behavior, saying that she's probably nervous and needed time to settle in. When Diana's problems with bulimia got worse, Elizabeth was still understanding of her struggles. Even though she was a reserved person, it seemed like she had a natural empathy with Diana. For some time, the Queen's support had been a source of comfort for Lady Di, and once she even said that she had the best mother-in-law in the world. But even the Queen's sympathy couldn't fix the problems that Diana and Charles had in their relationship. Elizabeth hoped that the birth of Prince William and Harry would have eased the tension and brought Charles and Diana back together. But their relationship only got worse, and Diana started looking for guidance from the Queen at private meetings. After all, Diana was the only person that the Queen never learned to handle. Despite all the stories about affairs, the public never stopped adoring Diana. She had genuine sympathy for those in need, and the royal family really needed someone who made them look accessible, and Diana was that person. Whatever she'd do, it looked like she meant it. The Queen saw the good that Diana could do for the monarchy, but when the princess went her own way and started giving interviews that exposed the royal family, she became an obstacle. But still, Diana was the public's favorite. After Lady Di's death, the Queen faced a huge backlash for how she reacted to her death. Elizabeth stayed with Prince William and Prince Harry in Balmoral rather than returning to London where everyone mourned the princess. Maybe as a tribute to her late daughter-in-law, the Queen decided to protect the boys and let them mourn in peace? Elizabeth was worried about the princes hearing any disturbing details on the news, so she ordered her staff to move or hide all the TVs, radios, and newspapers in the castle to let the boys grieve in peace. While the Queen was criticized for waiting too long with a public statement about Diana's death because, as people claimed, she hated the princess, she was just on her grandma duties and made her two grandsons her first priority during that traumatizing moment. Besides that, what people forget is that Elizabeth II is the longest reigning queen in the UK, and she's seen a lot. She's been there through wars, experienced her father's death, and became the queen at a very young age. With this, she's seen her country go through many changes. And while she's still a human, what the world sees is the queen, and she has an image to keep. That's why even in such a tragic moment, she couldn't let herself show any emotions, because if she cracked, so would the whole system. And while she might have looked as if she didn't care, it doesn't mean that she wasn't grieving on the inside. In a letter to one of her closest ladies-in-waiting, the Queen admitted that Lady Di's death was dreadfully sad and it was a huge loss to the country. She was glad that the public mourning and the funeral united people around the world. Besides that, Elizabeth admitted that she was very proud of William and Harry and of how brave they were. 20 years after his mother's death, Prince William said that he was thankful that his grandmother gave him and Harry privacy to mourn, collect their thoughts, and have space away from everyone. So maybe the Queen's support and guidance for William and Harry is her way of paying tribute to Diana. What do you think? Do you think that Elizabeth II had some warm feelings towards Diana? Or do you think that she really is the person behind Diana's accident? Let's talk about it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with Curiosips. See you!